17-year-old schoolgirl Lizzie Poll's relationship with her mum Linda has completely broken down.
No, come on, I want you out of bed. I'm not going to keep shouting all the time. Come on.
Get lost.
Right, come on. Liz! When Lizzie was born, I was on such a high. It was like a gift from heaven to have this little girl. Lizzie was wonderful until she reached 13. And almost instantly, she changed. It was almost like she was possessed.
The relationship with my mum, out of 10, it's a 1.
Liz!
Mum, just get out of my room.
I'm not getting out your room at all. Your friends can go out. Go on, you can all wait downstairs now.
Get lost. Don't talk to my mates like that.
Come on, downstairs.
Well, they are. Come on, guys, we're going.
After years of mostly getting her own way, Lizzie's parents have all but given up trying to control her.
Lizzie! Lizzie! Don't be late. Well, Lizzie has no respect for me at all. This is why I think sometimes it's easier just to let her get on with what she's doing than get into a major argument where we fall out and don't speak for days.
The relationship between me and my mum was crap. We don't really have a relationship as such because all we do is argue.
With little hope of reconciliation, mum and daughter are both at the end of their tether.
Mum would be probably happy to see me go. I don't know if she'd be happy to see me come back.
I can't imagine anyone making Lizzie do something, because if she doesn't want to do it, she won't do it. So this is really going to be very interesting and a big eye-opener.
Ready? Yep. Got it?
17-year-old Stefan Alvarez is driving his mother mad.
If he's asked to do something, you can ask and ask and ask and ask. And then 9 times out of 10 I do it myself because it's just easier, quieter and a lot less painful.
You know, mum does everything, that's what mum does. I don't want to change it.
Rather than make him help around the house, Mum Debs allows him to live in a shed at the bottom of the garden.
I don't think Stephanie shows me enough respect at all. We're far too much like friends, so the mother-child respect isn't there.
Steph, up. Come on, get up, Stefan. It's 7 o'clock.
Stefan's mum and dad split up when he was 2. Recently, Debs is feeling powerless to control him.
I want your washing. Come on. Give me a break. It was my day off yesterday. I did everything. You said you were going to do the washing up. You didn't. Get up. Get up.
He drives me up the wall and I'm not quite sure, short of locking him up, what to do to sort out where he is.
My mum's hoping that I'm just going to come back here and be a lot more helpful around the house, a lot more respectful of her and stuff. I'm hoping to prove it wrong.
Things are about to change. Both families have agreed to send their kids to live with new parents.
I'd like you to come back with slightly less of an attitude.
I'm just a bit stunned, if you get me. What's going to happen?
Stefan and Lizzie will fly to Ghana and live for a week as African teenagers under the control of parents who wield absolute authority.
Very, very nervous. Something else, this is.
It suddenly hit that I'm sending my little baby off for a week with complete strangers and I'm going to cry.
The UK parents have struggled to discipline their children. So what will a fresh approach yield?
That was horrible. I'm going to miss him.
For Lizzie's grandmother Maureen, seeing Lizzie's lack of discipline has been a frustrating experience.
I blame Linda and Les for this, really. And I know this is going to go out and Linda's not going to like it, but they give in to it too easily. I didn't bring my girls up the way Lizzie's been brought up. They did it. If I asked them to do something, they did it, and they knew they had to do it.
3,000 miles away in Ghana, West Africa, lives the Adega family.
Go and get it. Go inside and get it. You know I don't like eating the meat.
If my child talks to me and talks back, I don't take it lightly. And I'll come down strongly on you.
The Adegas are a typical middle-class Ghanaian family. Head of the house is Richard, a part-time pastor. His wife Vida is a businesswoman, and their 3 children are 19-year-old Troudy, 14-year-old Joshua, and 4-year-old Nathan.
I do think I'm a strict parent. And I don't feel guilty about that. I rather feel very proud.
The Adegas run a strict regime. Boyfriends and girlfriends are forbidden, children work for hours around the house, and parents are always right.
Hurry!
I see children answering back to their parents, virtually insulting them, walking over them. You can't do this in Africa. It's impossible. You'll be disciplined immediately.
As a result, the Adegas believe their children are obedient, hardworking, and respectful.
We can't let mommy sweep and do everything. We also have to do something. So I like it.
That doting on your child and letting your child get away with lots of things doesn't show love. It's being strict and firm and putting them in their right perspectives of life. That is what is love.
After a 6.5-hour flight, Stefan and Lizzie touch down in their new home, Accra, the capital of Ghana. The majority of Ghanaians are devout Christians. Here, Western teenage behaviour such as drinking, smoking, and premarital sex is forbidden.
Saturday night, go clubbing.
We've got to try and
go clubbing on a Saturday night.
We're going to sweeten them up and then say, look,
we're going clubbing no matter what, I reckon. We need to go clubbing on a Saturday night.
It'll be nice if they try and stick to the way we live in our home. And maybe they could learn a few things from us. And that's the most important thing that I want as a mother. So if there's no breaking of rules and everything goes nice, I think we'll have a nice time. Hi.
Hello.
So this is our new son, eh?
Hello.
Hi, Stephen.
Mum.
How are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm fine.
Mommy, yeah. Hi, Lizzie. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm a bit scared.
You are? You don't have to be. Why? I'm not grogging.
Don't be scared.
Now let's put this down. This is Joshua.
Hi, Joshua. Hi.
This is Troudy.
Hello.
Stefan and Lizzie.
Nice to meet you. It's so different to me.
This is my mum.
Oh, Stefan. You're welcome to Ghana.
Thank you very much.
Why don't we go to your rooms? We'll show you to your rooms. And then we get some comfortable.
The Adegas live in a 3-bedroom house, so the teens must share rooms with Vida's children. Lizzie's only been in the house 5 minutes and her choice of clothes is already attracting Vida's disapproval.
It was very revealing, a lot of bust revealing all over. Even before she could get out of the car, the bus, her whole, bosom was out already, and I don't like that. In this house, there are a couple of things that I don't encourage. No short dresses, skirts, or revealing clothes. And the men, and the boys, especially those ones that the trousers come up to here.
The only thing I've got is like lips, tops.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, they're okay. But I don't like the ones that everything shows even before you're out.
They do all the time.
And you do?
But just because they're so in your face.
Yeah. No lazing around. Of course, it's school. We wake up very early because I come banging on the doors, and I wouldn't want anyone making me shout my head off. No use of mobile phones. No insults or swearing. No answering back or any form of disrespect. You can explain yourself, but don't explain. I talk, you answer. I talk, you answer. No. Then it means we're getting into a fight then. No drinking and smoking.
Drinking as in alcohol?
We don't drink alcohol.
No one?
Nope.
No one?
Nope. We never drink alcohol.
Feel free, okay? This is home. Don't act. Be yourselves.
Thank you. It's so scary. It's so different.
I had no idea what to expect. And even without anything to expect, I didn't expect all this.
I was so mad.
The Adegas are early risers, so by 9 o'clock, everyone's in bed.
Sleep tight.
Tomorrow, the teens' experience begins in earnest.
I think they're being good because it's the first night, and I think it will get to a point that the tiredness will start setting in. You know, the real thing will start showing up.
For the rest of the week, Stefan and Lizzie will live, work, and go to school exactly as Vida's children do.
It's now 5:10, and it's their first day of going to school, so I'm going to wake them up and then let them get ready for school the Ghana way. Time to wake up. Where are you? Up you get. Joshua, up. Stefan, your duty is you sweep your room. Joshua, yeah, go sweep where you have to sweep and then come and lay your bed.
Very, very tired. Very tired.
It's good to be punctual because teaching them punctuality, it helps them. When they go anywhere, they excel.
On a typical day, Vida's children will do at least 1 hour's housework before school. By the end of their stay, Vida wants the routine to be second nature to Lizzie and Stefan.
You know, and this is how we do it here. We're up and everyone's getting ready.
It's a bit stupid that you've got to do chores before you go, especially Chowdy hasn't even got school and she's got to get up at 5 o'clock and do chores. I think that's stupid.
This is your broom. Lovely broom, eh? Introduction to your broom. So now what we're going to do is it gets out all this time. And I do out here, all out here by myself. Today, you and Joshua are doing it by yourselves.
Can't believe this. This is mad. It's like some ungodly time in the morning. I'm in the back garden with a bunch of twigs, sweeping a driveway. This is unbelievable. I should still be asleep.
Some people start with their arms first. Either way, you get it done. Joshua, go and wear your clothes. That's what you do. You wear your clothes before you come to the table. Sonia's waiting for you. Let me go around it. Time is up. Yeah, the wind will dry the rest. Let's go. Else you'll be late.
You ready for it? Let's have a look. What I look like.
A hunter.
Come on then.
With the teens in school uniform, they're finally dressed to Vida's satisfaction.
They do look like children now with the school uniforms here. Difference now with Lizzie. She normally looks older, the way she dresses and looks. And now with the school uniform, it sort of brought her down to her, to the saint that she is. Good luck.
Lizzie and Stefan are attending Joshua's high school, Alpha Beta Christian College.
Quick! Man! Left, right, left!
It's a traditional private school with an emphasis on order and obedience.
Ghanaian culture itself, it values respect, especially respect for elders. Whether it's your teacher, whether it's your mom, whether it's your dad. There are certain things you're not allowed to say or do. Even if you think that you are right and the adult is wrong, you still have to show the adult that respect.
If the teachers are going to treat me with respect, they'll get respect back. So when they start talking to me like I'm a little child or something like that, so I start getting stroppy.
The teachers don't like me because they talk a lot and I can't concentrate on the work and I tend to get like a bit excited and go on a little bit of a rant about anything in class.
Pupils are expected to be polite, hard-working, honest and loyal.
We ask you to do your homework, you do it. If you fail to do your homework, we do what? We punish you. If you ask you to do your homework and you fail to do it, you become what? I did not write it. Hallelujah.
It seems like it's going to be a very strict day. Oh no.
Yes, again.
Pupils study for 8 hours a day, often sat at the same desk. The timetable is robustly traditional, as children are expected to go on and succeed in medicine, law and business. By contrast, after 7 years in private education, Lizzie wants to work in the beauty industry.
You can't have these two signs together. The plus and the negative sign should not be together. So you have to make it become one. So here it means a positive multiplying a negative. What do you get? Negative. Yeah, why do you look so slow? What's it? You have a problem? You look dull. You look dull. Yeah. Meaning you are not smart. So be active, okay? That's my observation though. Steph, please come here. Help us to work out number 10.
Stefan has 9 GCSEs. His ambition is to be an actor.
I don't think this one is correct. Yeah. There's a problem here, there's a problem here.
Are they plus and
because... No, good.
Oh my God.
Oh, don't worry.
Maybe I wasn't doing that well then.
All right. Let's see whether everything is well done or whether there's some mistakes. So let's watch.
I feel so stupid right now. Public humiliation.
Loads of homework, every single lesson.
I can do the maths, that's okay. The English is okay.
We're doing it together.
The science, I'm just so confused about it, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, we're doing it together.
With the exhausting first day of school over, at least the experience is bringing Lizzie and Stefan closer. But Vida is uncomfortable with any displays of physical intimacy.
Kissing and hugging and touching, lying on each other's necks and all that. That's what I think is excessive, because I wouldn't allow Troudy to get on like that with her male friends. I would have come in and say, hey. And I think she told you before. I even taught her how to hug as a young lady. Because if you don't hug properly, you're suggesting things. And when it starts coming on, it could come on in the form of a rape or in any other form.
She doesn't like fraternizing. She doesn't like boyfriends for now. She once told me I could start seeing someone when I was around 24 or something. And I think I'm okay with that.
If Vida thinks the teens' behaviour in Ghana is worrying, she'd be shocked at what they get away with back home.
I will admit I'm a bit of a tart/whore, to be honest.
He's a ladies' man. He is a real charmer. He's not been short of girlfriends, and he doesn't seem to stay single for very long.
Don't go on the pool, but people try to pull us. But it just depends if they're fit or not, because I'm not... But most of the time you can't really tell, can you? Beer goggles.
She's always got lots of different boyfriends, who she says are just friends. But I'm not too sure about that.
Jesus placed the responsibility to advance that talent on the servant himself.
As committed Christians, the Adegas take their moral lead straight from the Bible.
Everything that pertains to life and godliness, and there is life in what God has given you, and it can go forward.
They attend church twice a week, with services lasting up to 3 hours.
The Bible does tell us, like the pastor said, that you train up a child in the ways of the Lord, and when he grows up, he shall never depart from it. I believe this level of community, church, fellowship is not as strong in the UK. And I bet you that's why there are a lot of problems.
It's not long before Richard sees the teens' behaviour firsthand.
I felt more relaxed here, so I just started doing it here because I felt more relaxed.
Your brain's more relaxed.
Over here in Africa, we don't accept two young people fraternizing to that extent, you know. So I would talk to them really, really seriously about this and let them know that what they're doing is quite dangerous. It could lead to something else.
Armed with a copy of the Bible, Richard decides to tackle the problem head on.
I saw the two of you sitting on the bed doing your math homework, and it's something that we don't allow here. chapter 5, verse 1 and 2. Rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father, and the young men as brethren, the elder women as mothers, the younger as sisters with all purity. The possibility of over-fraternizing with the opposite sex was very, very high. And that was where the danger lay. And I have come across so many people who, due to sexual immorality, have virtually lost everything. Let us keep ourselves pure. It's very, very important.
That was the biggest load of bollocks I've ever heard in my entire life. The rules of the house now are there's no holding hands, not too much hugging allowed because it will lead to something else. She's not allowed to sit on my bed anymore. So, it's a load of bollocks. Such a load of bollocks.
It's Stefan and Lizzie's second day in Ghana, and there's no respite from Vida's regime. As a working mother, Vida can't afford to let anything slip.
You know me, I will butt you into the car with your foot hanging. Hurry!
Her relentless pressure is starting to get to the teens.
Here, it's like whatever she says just goes without a thought. And I'm finding it really hard to adapt to the fact that we've got to just drop everything to do exactly what she wants like this.
Hurry!
Ryder is probably the strictest parent that I've ever met in my whole life because her kids don't have freedom. Her kids have to do everything for her.
If you're not out of here in 1 second, the car will leave you.
Okay. Have a good day.
Today at Alpha Beta, it's compulsory PE. Not a subject Lizzie normally excels in.
That won't fit me, by the way. It will. No, it won't, honest.
Yeah, not that fat.
No, it won't fit me.
Yes, it will.
It won't?
Yes, it will.
No, she won't fit me.
Get ready? Go! 1, 2, 3. Let's go down, baby. Come on, let's go.
Lizzie's lack of effort is starting to show.
Faster, move.
The week has barely begun, and she's falling behind in academic subjects as well.
You are supposed to present this so that I mark. Where is it? It's not there.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know we had to finish all the questions off.
You didn't know?
No.
So you think you can just do parts and leave the rest? You have to do it again. If you don't do it, I'll punish you.
Back at the house, Vida has made a worrying discovery.
Well, this afternoon I found this letter, and it was from Stefan to Lizzie. Just to quickly say, I'm so glad I was put with you. I'm very lucky. You're a great girl, lovely personality, and very bubbly. See you tomorrow nice and early. P.S. You look great too, Stefan, for the next. So that tells me that what I was seeing is what I've seen. And it's quite a suggestive letter. It could end up in any way. And I don't want to think of the worst, ending up where the two of them will get intimate in the house. No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to Stefan and get him to realize that, no, not in this house.
Oh my God, it's hot.
Yesterday when I saw you and Lizzie, I realized that you were getting a bit close, and then I picked up this letter.
Oh yeah, okay.
It sounds suggestive because you said, P.S. You look.
I know, because it's just she's been saying she looked ugly all day, so I was just trying to make her cheer up a little bit.
If you wanted to have a relationship with Lizzie, I don't think you should start anything
No,
now.
nothing would happen anyway. Don't worry.
That's why most of the relationships these days are breaking up.
Yeah,
because it's not
cool.
carefully started. It's like,
yeah.
Right, a guy's drunk or a guy fancies you a bit. He goes out, and the girls are so easy. You're a man. You're a young man.
Yeah.
You know the girls are so easy. So at the end of the day, if you get a girl and she's easy, would you want to go and ask her hand in marriage? it's like you've gotten everything already.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
you need to have that something to make you want to marry this girl, want this girl.
Yeah.
See, so I don't deny the fact that you could like her, you could get along.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that, honestly. It is just...
So when I saw
lovely.
this, I said, no.
Yeah, that's okay.
I was worried about it because I don't want
That's fair enough.
You guys always...
That was funny. Oops.
I still don't actually properly believe it because I think it's absolutely ridiculous. We haven't done anything at all to say we're going too close apart from talk.
The wind up just because she's far too much in control of all of her kids. It's unbelievable. It's like her oldest daughter's 19 and that's the reaction that we got from a note. So like the reaction that they'd get if she had a night out or something like that would be unbelievable. So it's just, she's run this place like a dictator in like a Nazi camp.
We're not flirting, we're just going to like over-exaggerate the fact that we are overly friendly.
The first opportunity they have to wind Vida up is on a family outing to the beach.
God, sorry.
Lizzie and Stefan are playing a dangerous game.
Lizzie, all right, Lizzie, what do you have under?
Bikini. What's in your belly button? A belly bar.
Really?
It's stylish.
Who's gonna look down there anyway?
Stylish for me to touch.
Vida has asked Lizzie to remain modestly dressed.
What she's wearing now is all right. Because normally I'm sure Lizzie would have worn just her bikini and her top. But because she knows I'd like her to cover up, that's why she wore that sarong-like, dress. And I appreciate that.
If Mum told me to dress like this on the beach, I'd tell her to get lost.
But as soon as Lizzie is out of Vida's reach, it's off with her trousers.
Lizzie's beach wear is great. There's not very much of it, really, is there? It's so wonderful.
Finally, Vida has had enough.
Lizzie, I think you've started being a little insolent to me and I don't like it. I know the two of you are alone, but don't get funny ideas.
We're friends.
You're not.
He's the only person that I can talk to on the trip.
To me.
Yeah, but as a person that I've met...
No.
Because I've even got a boyfriend at home.
Yes,
so.
but that's you, but I don't like that. And it's wrong for you to do that.
To do
but you
what?
don't know. You're only 17, for goodness sake. Charlie is 20. She's not got a boyfriend. She has friends. Like, you can play with boys, you can dance with boys.
But I'm allowed a boyfriend.
Yes,
at home.
because it's wrong. That's your character.
Are you trying to tell me having a boyfriend at home that I've been with for 10 months?
10
is
months?
wrong?
Right, because you're going to marry him, all right?
No.
But then if you don't marry that guy, you know who's had you cheap? That guy has. Do you think your mum would let you do that?
What? To have a boyfriend?
Well,
yeah?
if she's allowing it, it's because you're so saucy. Because you're doing it to me right now. I won't let you cheapen yourself in front of me.
I'm going home. Seriously, I'm going home. I don't care what you sign up. I can get it out of my face, seriously.
She thinks she can walk over me and that's it. But I'm not taking that. Maybe that's the way they carry on in the UK, but that's not the way we carry on in Ghana. And if some kids do in Ghana, that's some kids. But in my home and in my boundaries, I do not allow those things.
She meant to be really religious, and the fact that she's just spoken to, like, just 17-year-old girl, like, absolute crap. She didn't give a shit about how I felt, what my culture's like, or what I feel like. She just, like, fucking gave it at me like a fucking teenager.
Vida's hugely overreacted. I mean, God, she's had me in tears for the last half hour, so it's fucking ridiculous. I don't cry for shit. It's just, she's too power hungry. She doesn't want her kids to have a life.
In the Adega household, mother is always right. But despite their argument, Vida's decided she doesn't want to give up on the UK teens just yet.
I'm not sorry for it blowing out, no, but I owe it to these children to help. I owe it to their parents who have left them all these miles to reach the children for their sakes.
Me and Liz have done a lot of talking over this, and we've decided that it's got to be tried to be moved on, and we've just got to try and get behind it, put it all behind us, and try and move on. So we've got 6 days left.
Yeah.
We've just got to make it livable.
Can I talk to you in the room? I think something happened yesterday, and it put all of us in a very bad mood. But at the same time, it got us all to know the very bad side of every one of us. You, Lizzie, the part that I said that if you had a boyfriend and you didn't marry him, and I'd find that very cheap, I meant it from my heart, in that I wouldn't want anyone to just come and mess up with you and leave you along the way. So I want us to try and let the rest of the days work. Not because we're acting. I hate acting. I'm doing this with a passion. Because I want to impart something into you that you can always once say, hey, I remember Auntie Bida in Ghana. Could you remember she said this to me? My mom has never said this to me, but she did. She had the guts to. And she had the guts to, but it's made an impact. That's what I want.
With everyone making an effort, tension in the house slowly begins to subside.
Now, where are you? Clean and stack before you go and pack them. Clean, and if you break a plate, quicker, else the heat will stay in one place for too long.
It's day 4. Today there's shopping in town to be done. For Troudy and her friends, it's also a chance to find out about Stefan's life back home.
I've slept with 3 people in my life. It's just made you look even worse.
At what age did you have sex?
I was 16.
Hey!
Wow. Stop looking at me like that.
Alright. How different was the first one from the second one? And how different was the second one from the third one?
I don't know how to explain it now.
Are you ready to be a father, sir?
I'm not ready to be a father, no.
Yeah.
I know.
So you shouldn't have a girlfriend in the first place. We've grown up to this age and we've not had sex before. Are we dead? We're not dead. We are still alive. we are still kicking. You've gone out with so many different girls. Are you saying you were in love with all of them?
I can say I've loved 2 of them. One of them was a regret that I shouldn't have slept with, and I know that.
Do you wish that you were in our shoes?
I do sort of wish that I could have been able to save myself for the special person I've married. And it's kind of like hit home that maybe I don't treat girlfriends I've had quite as good as I could have done. I feel so bad for the way that I've treated girls now, listening to them and their stories about how the girl should be treated. And I think to myself, my God, I've not treated any girl as good as I thought I had been, or as way she should have been treated. So I was like, I'm going to go and try and find every one of my exes and say sorry to them now. I just feel like such an arsehole.
I think Stefan is changing, growing and changing. I'm really happy he opened up, told, even though he didn't know my 2 friends, he told them everything. And I really like that.
The Adega family are starting to have an effect on Lizzie and Stefan, and the British teens are beginning to feel more at home. Lizzie came to Africa because her relationship with her mum was at breaking point. Troudy wants to know how things got so bad at home.
I do loads of chores compared to now. I don't do any.
Who does all the work in the house?
My mum.
Yeah. The right thing to do to appreciate your parents, you can't buy them a house. You can't buy them a car. You can't you can't pay them back for taking care of you. The only thing I think you can do is just help them with the housework. Take some load off them so they feel appreciated. How do you show appreciation?
I do wash up every now and then, and I do put stuff in the dishwasher, but it's the way my mum talks to me. It really, it's really rude.
I also never used to get along with my mum, but then one time we sat down and we talked, and after that we became best friends. I think she should sit and talk with her mum. Tell her everything she doesn't like. And listen to what her mom also has to say. Maybe her mom does that too with some pain because of what her daughter does to her, because she wouldn't tell me what she does that her mom doesn't like. She will only tell you what her mom does she doesn't like. That's what we all do, and make ourselves look good and the parents look bad.
But talking to her mother is the last thing on Lizzie's mind.
I don't like talking to my mum at all because I know everything that we talk about just ends up in an argument. But I just block it out and have fun with my friends rather than carrying on like being like, oh, blah 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 this and oh, it's upsetting. So I don't like thinking about upsetting stuff because it's not good.
Lizzie doesn't want to talk to me. She doesn't want to talk to me. Not at all. I have half given up, really. We've given her too much rope and we should have pulled her back in way before now, really, and I've probably left it a little bit too late.
Being in the Adega household is giving Lizzie plenty to think about.
I don't not like my mum, but the fact that we argue all the time, and it's like I don't actually bring the arguments on. I can actually say I do sometimes, yeah, but most of the time it's my mum being stupid. Like any of my friends, I like do anything for, but my mum, it's like, why should I want to do stuff for you when you're like that to me?
It's day 5 in Ghana. The British teens and the Adega family are gradually drawing closer together. Slowly but surely, the boy who never lifts a finger at home is turning into a productive member of the Adega household.
Pleased with yourself? They look quite snazzy, don't they? I've done well.
Let's check your dishes.
Okay.
Yeah, squeaky clean.
Actually squeaky clean. I didn't think actual squeaky clean existed. Wow. I have realised over this I'm actually quite lazy around the house. Children here do a lot more work here than I'd even dream about doing at home. So I just sort of feeling a little bad that maybe I'm not doing what I should be around the house. Which is the one thing I said, I'm not going to come out here and feel bad for being lazy at home. And it's actually happened. It's quite strange.
How are you finding your experience here?
Great, Ghana's actually really cool. I was a bit worried about how much of a shock the culture would be to the system, right? But I'm starting to really like it.
And also, how do you feel about back home?
Seeing how much the children respect you, it's made me realise that I don't really respect my mum as much as I should be. It's going to be weird going back now.
Why?
It's like going back to all this new knowledge of what I've been like and what it should be like. It's going to be really weird.
There's something that has really snapped in you, changed, you know? So go and wash your hands then.
Okay.
Great, so you're running, you're in a hurry.
Vade was basically just asked me how I'd found about Ghana, how I'd found back home, differences and all that. And it actually got me really emotional because it really did hit home just how different over here is to home and how much different people treat their mothers and fathers over here to how I do back home. It just made me feel quite bad actually about how I do treat mum at home. We're ringing! I'm gonna cry, she hasn't even answered the phone.
Let me give you a hanky then.
Hello? Hello? I'm fine, how are you? Are you missing me yet? Oh, I actually am. I am. I'm missing you. I have actually realised how little I do around the house. It's quite scary coming over here doing so... No, shut up. It's all this that I'm doing around here. And it's like, my God, I do nothing at home.
I've finally realised that actually you don't sit and do nothing all day. It was a bit of a shock to work that one out. Yes, I'm a lazy git. Yes. Right, well, I have to make a move. I will. You have fun doing whatever you're doing at home. Bye. Oh, I'm horrible. It was great being able to talk to my mum's again. That was great. It made me realise just how much I missed her as well.
And she's lucky. She's got a son with a heart, a big heart, wonderful heart. You know, wonderful heart.
But when Lizzie calls home, it's a different story.
Hello, Mum.
I miss.
I'm cool. How are you? It's okay. We have to go really early though. Oh my God, Mum, my bed is just like a piece of wool. My looks are deteriorating day by day. I look hideous.
Mother and daughter can't get beyond the small talk.
Ugh. Alright, I've got to go anyway because they're attacking me. Bye. Bye. Ew, the phone's sweating my ear.
How did you feel?
Good, yeah.
How was your mum's response?
Fine.
Did she sound like she's missed you?
I don't know.
Lizzie's phone call to her mum told me that there's not much of a relationship, but I know it can build. It can build because she just needs to hear a few home truths. I was an only child and I came from a broken home and it was really frustrating. And sometimes I couldn't talk about it to anybody. And so what I did was I built walls around myself. I'm telling you a secret of mine. And I'm telling you that secret because I know perhaps you share the same sort of emotional imbalance in you. Sometimes our mums are at fault, you know? Sometimes our mums are really at fault.
She doesn't really talk to me at all. It's like, and if she does talk to me, it's all about her and how she's had this and this has happened to her. And it's like, she never talks about anyone else. I've kind of built a barrier up against it all.
It's not all lost. You can still work it out. Lizzie and her mum have to let go of all the hurts inside both of them and start again. It's a new start. It can work. It can really work.
The next morning, Amvida sends Stefan to school without Lizzie.
Now these are some stuff I want you to take them along to the orphanage.
Ah, cool.
I'm sure the kids will love them.
Through her church, Vida regularly helps with Christian charities. It's something she also encourages her own children to do. Today she wants Lizzie to drop off donations for the local orphanage.
Soul experience hasn't really reached Lizzie yet. You know, the experience about her home with her parents, her mum and dad. But I do hope when she goes to the orphanage, it might jolt her to realization that she's much, she's much blessed and lucky, the word is, for what she has, and appreciate it a little bit more.
Welcome. Hi. I want to give you a hug. This is Peace and Love Orphanage and Academy. It's an orphanage. So you are welcome.
Thank you.
I'm Grace Omabo.
I'm Lisa.
I have all sorts of children here. Some are abandoned, you know, like if there's a young woman who by mistake has a baby, they will just deliver the baby. Some of them put them in a polythene bag and deposit the child on the rubbish dump. There are some also whose maybe the father or the mother is dead from HIV. This little baby over here was abandoned about a week ago. It's sad, isn't it?
Gorgeous. Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah.
for the rich ones. Some of them go and stay with the rich.
They must be really desperate to leave something this gorgeous.
Across town, and Stefan is saying a last goodbye to his classmates.
We would like to invite Stefan Alvarez to come and speak to us.
I'd like to thank you all for making me feel really welcome in your school. That's both the teachers and the students. The atmosphere here, the atmosphere is amazing at Alpha Beta school. It's so different to anything that I'm used to back in England. It's not just this school, it's the whole of Ghana. Everyone in Ghana seems to be really friendly. I feel great that I have been able to be part of something so good and so friendly and kind.
Well done.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you very much. I feel like I'm really part of the school and now I'm leaving. I'm a bit like, I don't want to go.
Hello!
Lizzie is also relishing her experience at the orphanage, and just as Vida predicted, it's making her think about her own mother back home in England.
I really don't remember the last time she gave me a hug and said I love you. I really don't remember. Ages ago, years probably, because I really don't remember. It feels like she doesn't understand anything I say to her. So when I do try and say like, let's talk and stuff, she just doesn't listen.
Does your mum not really understand you at all, is it?
That's what I feel.
With Lizzie finally opening up, Vida feels it's the right time to chat with Lizzie's mum, Linda.
Hello? Hello, how are you?
In the beginning, I did have a bit of a tiff with Lizzie.
Yeah.
You know, she wasn't ready to let me in, and I think you experienced a lot of that as well.
I did.
Yeah, she always builds up barriers around her.
Well, that's right. There's like a big tough shell there, isn't there?
Yes.
That, you know, you would never be able to get through to straight away.
That's right.
Yeah, take some chipping away.
Above everything else, Lizzie does have a very big heart.
She has got a big heart, yeah.
She does have a very big heart. It's just that her emotions have gone in the wrong direction. And it's a bit to do about the fact that she doesn't have much of a relationship with you. She's run away from everything else with the word that you don't love her. And she doesn't have any relationship with you. You can start by forgetting all that she's done to you that's hurt you so much.
Yeah.
You know, in the past. Then you understand.
Oh, of course I understand, yeah.
And yeah, I know you're a wonderful mum, Lynn. I know, because you have brought up a wonderful daughter.
Yeah, God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye. Well, sounds like she's missed me after all. I hope she'll be here soon, because I can't wait any longer.
Why are you getting upset?
Because I'm getting upset because Lizzie really believes that I don't love her. And I don't know why. I feel that way about her. Well, I think we're going to have to start over again. We're going to open a new book and start from scratch.
It's the teens' final day in Africa, and to mark her guest's departure, Vida is throwing a farewell party for all the family.
This week has been quite a week. It's been full of lots of events, emotional events at play, thoughtful events as well. And I think everyone's had a hard time, so this is to get everyone together, you know, and have some fun.
If I could bring all my family and like the friends I know, if I could bring them all to here and live this life, I probably would actually, because of just how wonderful the experience is over here in Ghana and how wonderful Ghana is itself.
I've learned so much from everyone.
every single person and every single thing. I've learned so much. It's been great.
It's been wonderful. Yeah. We have to say bye-bye now.
I think you're a lovely woman. I really do. And I'm really gonna miss you. I'm really gonna miss you too.
Thank you.
Great hug. Oh. You really are gorgeous people, and I'm never, ever, ever gonna forget you. And I definitely am coming back. I definitely am coming back. I'm gonna miss you.
I will miss you too. I'll miss you too. And you know what? When you go back, please prepare a relationship with your mom.
I will.
Bye, Nathan. See you later, Dad.
Be good, okay? Huh?
Bye, Mum. Definitely, I'm back. Bye.
It's like your own children leaving you now. There's been so much bonding. There's been so much you've taught them as a mother, you know, even though they weren't your own children. And that now they've gone, there's this little vacuum. You feel a part of you, or a part of you has gone out from you.
There's one thing left to do. Vida puts in a call to Stefan's mum.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, Debs.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good.
You too. How's been your week?
Oh, it's been so peaceful. Yeah, it's been extremely quiet.
You do have a very wonderful son, Debs.
Oh, thank you.
And I think this past week he's learnt a lot.
Oh,
he's learnt
fantastic.
a lot of beauty. He's learnt a lot. Actually, he was crying and he told me that he's realised after being here how much of an advantage he's taken of you.
Yeah, because I do give in for the easy life. So I've let him get away with far too much.
And I only want you to encourage him with what he's learnt.
Well, that's it. I know it's there. It was just getting it out. Yes.
And I know it's going to work because Stefan, well, you'll see it yourself. I know it's going to work.
Hello, gorgeous. Hello, you. You a student?
Oh,
wouldn't have guessed. You're gonna break my spine if you had to make cover then.
I hope I've got a changed man. He was...
I am. I'm a man. I'm no longer a little boy anymore.
He was fantastic before he went away, don't get me wrong. He was brilliant and he was wonderful, but he was a lazy little sod. And what I'm hoping is the week away has taught him that things need to be done and I do need help and he's going to help me. And a bit more respect.
I've learned more respect for myself, more responsibilities for myself. The way I helped around the house helped me out a lot with my responsibilities, knowing that I do have some and I should have some.
Oh, I've been missing her with all my heart, really. She's always been my little girl. Yeah, I've missed her terribly.
Despite all she's been through, Lizzie is less upbeat on her return home.
Give us a kiss then. What kind of hug as well?
Yeah, Mum, can you get me through the door there?
Oh, God.
At least mother and daughter are optimistic about the future.
We've got a lot to rebuild, obviously. You know, our relationship now is going back to square one. I think we both need to change a little bit and show that we do genuinely love and care for each other.
I'm kind of glad to be home because it was hard work in Africa. I hope things are different. I hope we don't argue as much.
She's one of these that doesn't show a lot of emotion, but I'm sure in her heart she's missed me. Although she wouldn't really want to say.